Peeples Shawty, Peeples Shawty, Peeples Shawty, Peeples Shawty.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Hey, what the fuck going on, man? It's your boy Joe Peeples Shawty. We are in Ear Candy Studios, man. I am the CDO of TDULENT. Turn this up louder, and you are now watching right in your motherfucking face, nigga. Never basic.
Yes, sir.
Overloaded, slow reload, and blow smithereens. So control your shoulder around him obscene. If you thinking you can be anything but a flea, I flick on me, fuck you, man. I'm the king of burying enemies underneath this Eden tree. This ain't free. You belong to me, ain't no freeze, ain't no stop eternity. J-O-E, acronym for what it means. It means cause I don't have no motherfucking patience. Been in the ground too long now, I'm trying to leave, busting through the page.
At least you are a nigga who can admit it and not
nigga,
flex.
I would never listen. I don't give a fuck about what nobody in this room nor the outside world thinks about me. If I did it, I'm not apologizing for it. And I did it because I wanted to fucking do it. I wasn't coerced into doing it. I did it because I fucking wanted to.
Exactly.
This is why
has it stopped any money? Has it stopped any progress? Has it stopped anything that I'm fucking doing? Is it taking care? Is it taken out of my kids' mouth? No. Do I pay all of my bills every fucking month? Yes, the fuck I do. So whatever the fuck I've done in life, whether it was drinking, drugs, partying, going places, bitches, whatever, Joe did it because Joe wanted to do it.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the outside factor. You can put all of this shit on camera.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about? Anybody that know me, y'all know better. I've always been a stand-up individual. I take care of my own. I take care of those that's around me. And I do whatever the fuck I want to with the rest of my life.
Honestly, you're one of the realest people I ever met, bro.
Just like
I'm just a nigga with glasses.
Yeah.
He said, but nigga with glasses.
Just
Exactly.
a nigga with glasses.
I like that too. I like that.
Just like I always told my family, friends, or whoever the fuck had a problem with it, bruh. Like, I used to smoke weed on a fucking 24/7 basis, bruh.
Absolutely.
Like, no fucking lie. And I always said, bruh, like, it's never fucking got me in trouble. It's never got, like, it never had no bad effect on me, so why the fuck is it a problem?
Listen,
like,
whatever you have to do in this life to cope with this life, as long as it's not detrimental to your actual self or to those that's around you, and you can take care of your responsibilities.
define that, because I don't know what that means.
I don't give a fuck what you do. Detrimental.
Yeah.
That's not. It doesn't cause any harm.
Okay.
So if you smoke weed and you drink, you snow, you whatever the fuck you do. If you can take care of all of your responsibilities, if the people that are around you is not being affected by that, and you make sure that you make life shake how it's supposed to, then there's no such thing as anything wrong. I've been around people that have been full-blown junkies. I'm talking about the most of my knowledge that I've ever gotten in my lifetime came from full-blown junkies or from homeless people, and I'm gonna tell you why. These are the people that you might see every day and you look at them like, oh, this person's not about nothing, they're a worthless human being.
Yeah, like a bum.
When in actuality, they actually might know more keys to life than you actually have ever been through. The thing is, you can learn from everybody. And the moment that you think that you know or you learn everything, you should die.
Yeah.
If you can't learn something, you should die. Also, with people that's hanging around you in any form or fashion, if you can't learn something from them, why are they around you?
Exactly.
Period.
That's
Why
real
the
right
fuck are they
there.
around you? What do you need that person for?
Exactly.
If anything, they'll be bringing you down. This is how people are. And the world try to conform you to everything is bad or because somebody said it was bad. Why does that person know what's bad for me or what's good for me? They don't. You're not in my same circumstances. Me and you don't goddamn share the same coffin. Whatever the fuck I eat don't make you shit. So how can you tell me right from wrong? Just because it was your morals and principles and values doesn't mean that it was mine.
Yeah. That's real. Alright, so Joe, how'd you get your name, Joe Peeples Shawty? Is Joe Peeples your real name, or is that just the stage name?
Yeah, man, my government name is Joe Peeples. I put Shawty at the end of it because I am from Georgia, so I had to let people know, even with my style and my talent, because I'm a speed rapper for the most part, and I sing a little bit, that I'm not like everybody else, but I am from Georgia. So that's how everything started out. My mama did name me Joe Peeples, though. Shout out to her.
Oh yeah. So what made you start recording music, and who like, if there's any inspirations, who really made you start like doing this?
I really didn't have really too many inspirations about doing music. It was just like really off me. I've always loved all types of genres of music, whether it be R&B, hip hop, punk, rock, just regular rap, country music. But I started recording at the age of 16, but I started writing music at the age of 12. And it was basically out of pure anger. I just needed an outlet to do something. I got tired of just being rambunctious and acting the fool. So pretty much that's how it came into focus.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
What's the name of your first song?
My first song ever was a song about my older sister, and it was called Fuck You Bitch, because she did some shit to me. And when she did some shit to me, she went and told my mama about some shit that I did back to her, and she got upset about the situation. So I was like, alright then, fuck it. Well, shit, you gonna go tell my mama on me? I'm finna make a song about your goddamn ass. You feel me? And that was the first song that I ever wrote. It was called Fuck You Bitch, and it was about my sister.
How old were you when you made that?
I was 12 years old when I first wrote my first song ever, and that was it. And the first time I ever wrote a song, it wasn't about anything else besides that situation.
Yeah, it wasn't recorded though, was it?
No, it wasn't recorded.
Alright. What's the first song you recorded?
First song I ever recorded in my life was a song with a dude named B-Rad. We call him B-Rad G from the hood, little white boy from the hood. Shout out to him and Wayman. AKA Creeper Creep, he go by YCK now, but the first person I was ever in the studio with was Creeper Creep. Shout out to my partner, and it was a song called Let It Burn. I was 15 or 16 the first time I ever recorded the song.
Oh really? Is it still out? Is there anywhere anyone can find that?
I don't know. To be honest with you, we did that shit on Acid Pro, so that shit might be on MySpace some fucking well. Like
you have to find it deep in the web. You have to research.
Yeah,
only person I know that can find that is Narwhal.
Probably.
So what's the name of your first project?
First project I ever did was called Might As Well, and the reason why I named it Might As Well is because on the way down to the CD making place, I didn't have a title for anything. I just made a collective of songs, like I think it was like 14 songs on it, and I didn't know what I was gonna name it. So when we actually got to the CD place, I sat there and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna name it. And I was sitting there with my partner, and he was like, shit, you need to go ahead and do it. I was like, shit, Might As Well. And when we walked into the building, I named it Might As Well.
I like that. That's a dope ass title right there. So where are you from anyway?
I'm from the east side of Atlanta. Then I moved to Gainesville, Georgia, because I put on for Gainesville, Georgia. I moved to Gainesville, Georgia around the age of like 14.
How long did you live there?
In the city I lived there. I lived in the city until I was like 14, and I went to Gainesville. I lived in the city until I was like 14, moved to Gainesville. After I moved to Gainesville, I got expelled from all kind of schools at the age of 16. So I left from there. I went to Albany, Georgia, where I went to Job Corps. And I went to Job Corps for about a year and a half, and then I moved back to Atlanta, and I came back to Gainesville around the age of like 20.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And where you live at now?
Right now I'm in Commerce, Georgia.
Oh,
I migrated everything out here. Yeah, I built a studio in Atlanta, then I built another studio in Commerce, Georgia. That's where we're currently at in this location. At Ear Candy Studios.
Yeah.
For sure.
How was it like growing up?
Growing up, I think that my upbringing was like everybody else's upbringing that came through any type of struggle. You know, I had a mother that was had to migrate, worked really hard. She worked about 3 jobs, so I had to raise my little sister. But my upbringing was it was kind of rough, I guess, if you didn't come from that territory. But you know, everybody done went through their own trials and tribulations, their own struggles and shit like that. So I think that my upbringing was around like everybody else's was. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't silver spoon fed or nothing like that. I just made what I had to do work and made it prosper after a while.
Yeah. So what is TDUL?
TDUL is Turn This Up Louder. The reason why I named it that is because at the time, me being a speed rapper, I felt like people wasn't actually paying attention to the lyrics, but more of the cadences. So I named it Turn This Up Louder because we had something to say. I don't want you to listen to my music at any volume besides the max value, because I really have something to say. So turn this up louder and you can get me.
Hell yeah.
What's up?
Shit, if anything, when Joe Peoples comes on, you already know I'm gonna have that shit blasting.
Hey, I appreciate the fuck out of that, man. When you hear that joke, people shouting,
You already know. You already know,
yeah.
Bro. So who the members of TDUL as we speak?
As we speak currently, the members of TDUL is myself, TDUL Presidential, TDUL Action, TDUL Lyric, TDUL Leo. Then I also have a subcategory, which is the TDUL Affiliates, which I have Flock, I have like 3 or 4 other artists I really can't name right now because we still in a conjunction to get everything that's pushing out from that. But yeah, for the most part that's it. And then I have TDUL Smitty, who has been with me since the very beginning. So when we started TDUL, it was the first time that you ever hear a mention of TDUL was 2011. And that's because I had a notion in my head that I wanted to build something bigger than the brand of just Joe People Shawty.
Yeah.
The actual entertainment company of TDUL happened because I had homies that was around me, and I had like, you know, little local fame and stuff like that, but it wasn't to the masses how it was supposed to be. So what I did was I took my homies that wanted the fame that they had at that time to elevate. So I named it TDUL, the entertainment business, because I wanted to see everybody that was under me that wanted the fame, the money, the women, everything that comes with this type of environment to be able to capitalize off something.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it was just, you know, it was turn it so loud, man. Either get with it or get rolled the fuck over.
Exactly. For those who haven't heard any of your music, what song do you recommend?
I got a couple of them that I would recommend personally, because they came from a special place. But the songs that got me on initially were probably Fun was the #1 song that anybody heard from me for the first time, actually me being an artist, which is Fuck You Niggas. It was acronym for Fuck You Niggas, F-U-N, Fun. Then after that, it'd probably be Real Shit. After that, it'd probably be Tequila and the Xanax, which is one of my biggest songs on YouTube, and Look Bitch, because I actually did videos from them. But Tequila,
That one, I like that one a lot.
yeah, for sure. I appreciate the fuck out of that. But what most people don't know, and I'm giving you the exclusive right now, you know what I'm saying? Exclusive right now on Never Basic. Tequila and the Xanax, not to really get on a dark matter subject, but it was really a suicide song for myself. Because I was going through some things, and I do believe in mental health, and I believe in depression, and I feel like as a community, especially in the urban community, we don't talk about it enough. And with us not being diagnosed in certain situations, nobody wants to speak about it. When you grow up in poverty-stricken environments, a lot of things happen that nobody speaks on, as far as those subjects that I spoke on, as far as molestation, as far as being detrimental to oneself and not understanding why you're like that, or is it okay to be like that. And a lot of people try to mask their feelings based on what society's standpoint brings them. So if somebody told you that you're not supposed to be okay, that doesn't mean that you're not okay or that you're supposed to feel some type of other way. Everybody has those type of feelings. It's just that other people are able to put on this facade like everything's okay with them. And I don't believe that in real life that's an actual thing. I believe in real life people go through things, people go through struggle no matter what life form or area you come from. So I express those more than anything, not trying to make a fan base for such, but just to let people know that I don't make motivational music, but I make relatable music to let you know that you're not the only one and it's okay to feel that way.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, as a fan, my favorite songs by you are really like that one you did called Woohoo.
Oh yeah,
that
Woo-hoo.
one.
Woo.
Yeah.
Woo. Shout out to my nigga TDUL Leo, man. We did something with that motherfucker. Straight up.
Another one called Tequila and
Tequila and the Xanax. Yeah. That one really hit home.
Which was your favorite songs by Joe?
Real shit. Real shit, bro. Real shit.
I appreciate the fuck out of it.
Fuck you niggas, Why They Mad, and Real Shit. My top 3.
Yeah. And for those of y'all watching, y'all can comment your favorite Joe People song in the comments right now.
For sure. Hey, let me say this in the middle of this interview. I don't do interviews. So, shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Never Basic. I'm going to keep on saying that because this is the first official interview that anybody's ever seen from me on YouTube, online, or anywhere. So if you didn't hear me on the radio, this is the first official interview, and I appreciate the homie coming through, stopping through, and actually coming fuck with me. Shout out to my nigga JP, man. You know what
Yeah.
For sure.
Alright, so Joe, how do you feel about the state of rap and hip hop nowadays compared to the way it was 10 years ago? Do you fuck with the new wave?
Alright, so I'm gonna put it to you like this. My politicking on this subject matter would be, I love what everybody is doing right now. I don't give a fuck where you come from or what you saying, as long as it's some real valid shit. So it comes down to the point like this. I think a lot of rappers that are my age or older, or that just are genuine hip hop heads, I feel like they are so conformed to what they know from like Wu-Tang and Eminem. They're so conformed to that, not understanding that other people like to have fun and other people come from different walks of life. So when you have your people out here, like, I'm a Juice WRLD fan.
Well, hell yeah.
I'm an X fan. I'm a Lil Skies fan. I'm a fan of these artists. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. The main reason would be because my focal point is this: are you talking about the truth? Are you talking about your real life? Can I hear your pain? So I think most rappers that are my age or that have been in the game for a while, they get so conformed to how hip hop used to be instead of embracing what hip hop is now. Now, there's a difference between hip hop and rap. When it comes to rap, it's a form of entertainment. People are so caught up in the hip hop aspect of it's supposed to be different cadences, it's supposed to be straight lyrics, metaphors, and punchlines that they become their own worst enemy because they're not used to what's going on now. You have to realize that the times change. It's just like 10 years ago, we had the first fucking iPhone. So at that time, you were so used to being with no kids and stuff like that. When you first got your iPhone, you like, oh, what the fuck is that?
Exactly.
That's not the case. Nowadays, you have to adapt with the times. You can't be mad at somebody else for feeding their family, speaking their truth, just because it's not the same truth that you were on top of their genre of music is different. Life changes, so embrace it. You will be upset and angry with yourself being a rapper or even a listener if you can't understand that everybody's not from the same walk.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of people don't understand this is evolution too. This isn't like it's not what's gonna stay. It has to be, yeah.
People that started rapping 30 years ago when like Curtis Blow and people like that was out, they don't understand the 90s hip hop. Then the 90s hip hoppers, they don't really understand the 2000 hip hoppers. So now that we're in the age of 2019 where rap was going to 2020, so rap has been around for about 30, 40 years now, it's an evolution to things. So you can't be upset with people just speaking their truth or adapting to that type of lifestyle.
Of course, like I really love watching the growth of like hip hop and all music genres like this.
I love
right
it.
now, hip hop is like the main genre right now, and that's crazy
Absolutely.
as hell. Like look at the top 10 Billboard. You know, you see for
You have country artists and EDM artists and people that have done grunge music conforming to this. Nowadays, when you listen to commercials, even if it's a McDonald's commercial or a Sprint commercial, it's all hip hop influence behind it. Now, it might not be the same type of boom bap music that you listened to back in the day, but nowadays it's more of this is the bounce, this is what happened. If anything, you should applaud the culture for being able to hit the inner sanctum of everything that's going on. We didn't used to be like that.
Yeah, it didn't.
Oh, never basic. You know what the fuck going on, man.
Yeah. So, Joe, who's your favorite people to work with?
My favorite people to work with.
And and I'm talking rap, photographers, everybody who just.
Alright, so
general.
When it comes to videographers or photographers, shout out to TDUL Action. Shout out to Colton Castles. My partner, Walmart motherfucking Jordans. And if you haven't seen his interview, go watch it after mine, and then go watch JB's. But Walmart Jordans, I got him contracted in with TDUL. We in this motherfucker. And my favorite one to work with at this moment and for the rest of the duration of time, Never Basic with the homie Kevin.
Hell yeah. What about rappers?
When it comes to rappers, who do I want to work with or who do I like to work with?
Who do you like to work with?
Who do I like to work with? My favorite, as far as work ethic, would be G the One, MC Luke, Bert, Michi. Which y'all probably haven't heard of him yet, but shout out to Scooter, he's under him. Shout out to them. The 4-Way Live crew, for sure. Shout out to 4-Way Live in Commerce, Georgia. Shout out to my team, of course. You know what the fuck going on with TDUL, everything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, artists that I would like to work with would be Jabi. Well, I call him Jabi, but y'all know him as JB, but he gonna change that.
Yeah, JB,
You know
aka
what I'm saying?
Devontae, aka
Lotto Hayes, whatever you want to call himself.
Whatever
But
it
listen,
is.
the homie really going stupid. He got a video that's dropping soon as fuck, like within the next week. So y'all make sure y'all look out for that.
May 24th.
I like working with Trap. Shout out to him. I like working with Boss Pit. I got a lot of people that I like to work with. You gotta understand, but with me running the studio, I come across a lot of artists. So if I didn't get everybody's name out there at that time, I apologize.
Yeah, of course.
Also,
there's a lot of names out there. You feel me?
I also listen to. I'll tell you like this, and we just gonna keep it all the way live. Starting off, I would have never got my name established how I did in North Georgia if it wasn't for Creep and Johnson Boy.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to Nucky Johnson, Free Nucky Johnson. I love Creek, my nigga Creek. He found God, and I applaud you 100%. I appreciate everything that you're doing. If it wasn't for Creek, I think in North Georgia, a lot of people wouldn't be on. He go by YCK now, but I think a lot of people wouldn't be established how they was if it wasn't for him. He was really one of the pioneers and A&Rs of this. Shout out to South Squad, shout out to Southside Click, shout out to 530, shout out to Duck Out Boys, and people of that genre, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Old Branch too, you know what I'm saying?
Cold Hearted.
Shout out, Cold Hearted, you already know it. Shout out to my nigga Busy, Cold Hearted, shout out to B.O.B., you know what I mean? Like everybody like that, like they really got some other stuff going on, and I just like working with a lot of people. I've encountered a lot of individuals in my time of doing music, so I really like working with everybody that is hard working and that doesn't bullshit or put a facade in their music.
Hell yeah. Alright, so what about the people you haven't worked with? Who would you like to work with locally that you haven't worked with?
Locally that I haven't worked with? Well, I can't say Screech because I have worked with Screech, but we haven't done a solo project together. We've done a collection of songs that we've done, and I feel like besides myself, as far as it comes to the masses, he's one of the ones to look out, that you need to look out for. Shout out to JB. Every other artist I'll probably work with. I do want to work with that boy Not Queer.
Hell shit,
You know
hell
what
yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah, I do want to work with the homies. We were supposed to link up a couple days ago. That was my bad. It was my old lady's day. You know what I'm saying? She had some shit she had going on. So, but yeah, I definitely want to work with the homie.
Naquel go hard, bro.
Yeah,
he was at the spot the other day.
Yeah, absolutely. My little homie OVO Donnie, you know what I'm saying? I fought with the homie the long way. He next up for real, for real. He a young nigga like me. He produces, he engineers, he raps.
He does it all. Shout out 808 Donnie though.
For real, shout out my nigga 808 Donnie. I fuck with Sip Set. Fuck with my nigga Fidel. Yeah, Chop Side, you feel me? I wanna work with Molly. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Shout G. Shout out to who I got from Athens that I went for. Shout out to Motorhead 2 times. Shout out to Poet. Shout out to my artist Kid Arsenic, who's also from up there. We've only did this song together. Shout out to Light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like working with motherfuckers that I believe in. I won't work with you unless I believe in your music.
Hell yeah.
If I feel like you're speaking facts and truth, I'm with you. I rock with you.
Alright, what about in the industry, like big people, who you really want to work with that's not local?
Artist, you probably never heard of. My favorite artist of all time is called Chris Calico. He signed under Strange Music under Tech 9. Another person that I would love to work with would be Buster. Another person I love to work with would be Luda. Another person I would love to work with would be Juice WRLD. Another person I would love to work with will be, as far as on the new age wave, I like Token. I really do love and appreciate Token. I think he's a dope ass individual. I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Who's like, do you got any like any legends you try and work with? As in like, say for example, like you just someone that you really see in the high.
If I was ever in the studio with Tech 9 and Eminem, they won't beat me. And I'm not saying that from a cocky standpoint. I'm saying that from when I say they won't beat me, I'm not saying that their verses won't be harder than mine, but I'm saying that they will feel me and they will hear me no matter what.
You're gonna be spitting facts. Yeah, you're gonna be spitting facts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Feel me.
Hell yeah, I feel that. If you could move anywhere in the world right now, where would you move to?
I would move to Spain or Abu Dhabi.
Hell yeah. I like those answers too, because everybody be saying Cali and like other places too. I mean, nothing wrong with Cali, but I want to hear something different. You feel me?
My thing is, when it comes to music and entertainment and such, I feel like we don't hit as many masses as we need to. And with those two places, there's so much money in those two places, and they love rap culture. So if you go there and you actually speak in truth and you know what you're talking about, it becomes a basis for you to be able to rise and elevate your potential to the next level.
Hell yeah. How about what's it called? This one. So like, if you woke up one day rich as hell, like a billionaire one day, you just woke up somehow, what would be your first purchase?
First purchase would be, well, my first purchase ever would probably be a mega studio. And the reason why I say that is because my mega studio would be a non-profit. It would be to the point that I could have the youth come into the vicinity and be able to speak their truth, on top of give them something else to do besides gang banging, or give them something else to do besides selling drugs. And I don't think there's enough places. The Boys and Girls Club, they try their best to do what they need to do, but it's not really you still have to pay for it. It's a facility or a vicinity where you still have to do some type of payment to be able to do your craft or be able to express your feelings. And I feel like, especially in the new age, we have people that's younger than us or that have no guidance. And in those type of situations, I feel like if I open up a non-profit, it'll be able to bring everybody together in the whole. It doesn't matter what set you come from, what hood, what life walk or life that you came from. It'll be a general place where everybody will be able to come together, sit down, and be able to do art in any type of form. So it wouldn't just be when I say studio, I don't just mean recording wise studio. What I mean is art studio, recording studio, ballet studio, dance studio, things of that nature.
That's
to
dope.
Get everybody that they need.
Kind of like a warehouse type thing.
Yeah, it would have to be.
Yeah.
It would have to be, like I said, it would have to be it have to be a platform
Big ass
where
building, yeah.
everybody could have artistic expression.
Hell yeah, that's honestly one of the realest things I heard. I don't know anybody trying to do something like that, but
Yeah, well, I try to do that. I try to do that now in the community when I throw my events. If you ever been to one of my events, which I throw a lot of parties.
Yeah.
Anytime I throw an event, before I throw that actual event for the adults, I will make sure that I have something for the kids, whether it's bouncy. Shout out to my homie Justin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Justin Lindsay and the God Squad, because they help me do these events. But what I do in the community is I try to bring something to where your kids, you can have a coalition with your kids and with yourself and make sure they have fun before you actually come to my adult theme parties where it's just a turn up.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that you interact, they have something to color, they have something to do, because I appreciate every human being and every soul that comes into the things that I provide. And so with that being said, if you come into that things, I know that costs money. When you come to one of my events, you have money that you have to do for babysitters and you know what I mean, to get your children and stuff right beforehand to make sure you can have fun with me. So if we could put it all together beforehand, where you have a chance to interact with your children, you have a chance to interact with the community, you have a chance where it's a friendly environment to come and do something positive, and then you can come turn up later on at night. I feel like that's a plus and it's a win for everybody.
Hell yeah, I like that. That's a real ass thing right there. I like that. I never, like I said, I never met anybody trying to do that. And I know if you became like mega rich one day like that, you'd be doing all the right things.
Absolutely.
But
it's all about life and prosperity. Nothing comes before that.
Of course.
It's all about positivity. If you can't thrive off of love and positivity, then there's no way, to me, that you can become successful in any type of way. You have to give back to those who give to you.
Yeah. I mean, like, even me, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for half like the people around me right now. Like they be helping me out. Like even you with this right here, like this shit wouldn't if you never agreed to do this shit wouldn't be up, you know. Or like some of my homies right now, if like they didn't help me, they didn't share my videos, they didn't comment, they didn't put anybody onto my thing, a lot of people probably wouldn't know about me, you feel me? But
understand that shit 100%. If it wasn't for the fans, supporters, followers, even the haters, man, shout out to the haters. If it wasn't for y'all, the message wouldn't be spread how it was supposed to be. So I have no choice, being the type of person that I am. I have to give back. I have no other choice. Why? Because if it wasn't for them, there's no way that I would thrive. My business runs off of people. So me showing love and spreading my message to people that you don't have to do the other shit, and you can help one another to do something. It's all each one teach one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if we can all come together in one community and we provide something for everybody, then nobody loses and everybody wins.
Yeah, of course. So back to the investments. What do you think was your best investment you've ever made in your whole life?
Me going by my actual name and music, and then after that, it'll have to be a computer. And the reason why I say that is because without a computer, I wasn't able to do anything. I always had these ideas in my mind. I always had these sounds in my mind, coming from a musical background, that if it wasn't for the source of a computer, I wouldn't have been able to express to everybody else what my true thoughts, emotions, and feelings were.
Yeah. I feel that. That's same for me. my best investment, honestly, was probably like last year was a camera, and
sure.
also the.
And now look at you. We here now,
We here now. Look at it. Yeah. Well, I mean, shout out to Walmart Jordans for the camera though. This ain't my camera.
Shout out to Walmart Jordans. That's the homie, man.
Yeah. What do you think your worst investment was?
Worst investment. I don't know, because I take everything in life as a test. So if I put some money into it and I lost it, it wasn't really a loss, but more of a lesson.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
So no matter what I did, I feel like in a way or in a sense, it made me grow and help me furthermore, whatever I was trying to do.
All right, how about I'll word it like this? What do you think was the best lesson you learned from something you purchased? You feel me? Like something you just not necessarily you regret it, but you feel like you learned the lesson off
materialistic things. Anything that I put money into that didn't make me more money.
Yeah, like for example, like designer brands and shit like that.
Yeah, like things of that nature. When it comes to materialistic shit, like cars, clothes, things of that nature, it never made me. It always depreciated in value. It never made me anything more than what it was at that time. But that was my own fault and my own ways of learning and figuring out, maneuvering through life and figuring out what the fuck I really need to be doing, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
Yeah.
What's up?
All right, so Joe, for those who don't follow you or don't listen to your music, what can they find you on? Where can they find you at?
You can find me on anything at Peeples Shawty, at PeeplesShawty. On most platforms, Facebook, Joe Peeples Shawty. You find me on iTunes, Spotify, Google, Amazon Music, Tidal, Apple Music, things like that. You just find me at Joe Peeples Shawty, PeeplesShawty.